Hey guys, alright, so we're going to move on with multiplying polynomials. Today we're going to attempt to multiply polynomials by more than just a monomial. So if you notice today, my polynomials are both binomials right now. Okay, so let me just remind you, basically if it was a monomial, it would be something like this. 1 times 3x, and then 1 times negative 4. You just distribute, right? Okay? But since it's a binomial, it's a 2x plus 1 times 3x minus 4. We're going to just do it the way you did it before. Take the 1, distribute it to that, take the 1, distribute it to that, but also take the 2x and distribute it to that, and the 2x and distribute it to that. So we're basically doing what we did yesterday, but 2 times, kind of, in a way. Okay? So here is how we're going to start. I'll just draw some arrows just so you can see. I'm going to start with this 2x, right? Just the 2x, and I'm going to multiply it to the 3x, okay? So 2x times 3x, that is 6. 2 times 3 is 6, and then x times x is x squared, okay? So 2x times 3x is 6x squared. All right, then I'm going to take this 2x, right, and I'm going to multiply it to the negative 4, okay? So 2x times negative 4 is, well, 2 times negative 4 is negative 8, okay? But then there's an x, and there isn't an x there, so it's just x times 1, right? So it's just x. So 2x times negative 4 is negative 8x, okay? All right, so that's what we did yesterday, but now today we have a plus 1. So now we're going to take this plus 1, right? And now we're going to distribute it to the 3x. So 1 times 3x, positive 1 times positive 3x is just positive 3x, so plus 3x, okay? And then we're going to take this 1 and distribute it to the negative 4. So positive 1 times negative 4, that's negative 4, okay? And then there's only one thing that I have to do now, and that's just combine these two like terms. The like terms are almost always going to end up in the middle, okay? So if I have 3 of the x's and I'm subtracting 8 of the x's, okay, I end up getting negative 5 of those x's. So here we go. We get 6x squared. This becomes negative 5x minus 4. Okay? Now they're not always going to be like this. I'll show you an example. Okay? I'll show you an example of how it's slightly different. You don't always get to combine like terms. Okay? Most of the time you do, but let me just show you another product. Okay? I have 4x squared minus 9. All right, and I'm going to multiply by 7x minus 10. Okay, we'll see what happens with this guy. All right, so start off with the 4x squared. Okay, distribute it to this guy. 4 times 7 is 28. X squared times x is x cubed. Okay, now take the 4x squared and distribute it to this guy. Okay, so 4 times negative 10 is negative 40. Okay, so minus 40. And then the x squared times, well, there isn't an x there, so it just stays x squared. Okay. All right, and now we'll take the negative 9. Okay, now we'll take the negative 9 and we'll distribute it to this. So negative 9 times 7x is negative 63x, right? Because negative 9 times 7 is negative 63. And there isn't an x here, but there is an x there, so you just keep the x. And then distribute the negative 9 to the negative 10, and you get negative 9 times negative 10, which is positive 90. So plus 90. And now if you look at the terms, let's combine the x cubes. Do you see any? I don't. Let's combine the x squareds. Do you see any? I don't. The x's? Nope. Nope. There are no like terms, so we're done right there. Okay? All right, let's do 2 more examples. Let's see what happens here. We have 4x minus 1 times by 3x squared plus 2x minus 6. Oh, no. Now I'm multiplying a polynomial, a trinomial, by a binomial. So now we have a binomial and a trinomial. Okay, but it doesn't matter. We're going to do the same thing. Okay, start with the 4x, right? Multiply it to this guy. Then multiply it to this guy. Then multiply it to this guy. All right, see what you get. All right, I got 4 times 3 is 12. X times x squared is x cubed, okay? Now to this guy, 4 times 2 is 8, so plus 8, and then the x times the x is x squared. Okay, then the 4x times the negative 6 is minus 24x. Okay, all right, now let's look at this second term. It's this guy right there, and let's multiply that times this, and then times this, and then times this. Okay, go ahead and see what you can do. All right, perfect. I like to do it like this. Negative 1 times 3x squared is negative 3x squared. So I like to put it underneath this, negative 3x squared. You see how I did it? And then negative 1 times 2x is negative 2x. So here's my x terms, minus 2x. I just like to line it all up. It makes it easier. Then negative 1 times negative 6 is plus 6. So I'll put a plus 6 right there. And watch this. This is really nice. Okay, we have a 12x cubed, nothing to combine with, so 12x cubed. 8 of the x squareds take away 3 of the x squareds is 5, so plus 5 of those x squareds. We are missing 24x's and missing 2 more x's, so I'm missing altogether 26 of the x's, and then I still have the plus 6 with nothing to combine, so plus 6. Okay, and I'm done there. Okay. All right, so that's how you're going to do those problems. All right, let's do one more of those just for fun. Okay, I have 3x plus 2, and I'm multiplying by 2x squared plus x minus 1. Okay, all right, give it a shot. All right, here's what I get. This guy gets multiplied to this, and then to this, and then to this. So here we go, 3x times 2x squared, I get 6x cubed. 3x times x is just plus 3x squared. 3x times negative 1 is negative 3x, okay? Now I'll do this guy, so that's a positive 2 times this, and then times this, and then times this, okay? So 2 times 2x squared is 4x squared. I'm going to put it right here with the 3x squared, so plus 4x squared. All right, 2 times the x is plus 2x, so I'm going to put it with the x here, so plus 2x. And then 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. All right, and I'll just combine my like terms. This guy is 6x cubed. There are 7 of my x squared, so plus 7x squareds. Negative 3x and 2x, that's negative 1 of the x's, and then minus 2. All right, let's do part B. Special products. All right, the first one, I'm just going to give you one example because it is a special product, but there really isn't. Well, I'm going to do 2 examples. Never mind. Okay, so the first one is this. Here, I'll give you all my examples. Here we go. X plus 3y squared. Okay, this is a special type of example because it looks different than everything else we've been doing. But what does that square mean? It means we're taking this and multiplying it by itself. So every time you see something like this that's squared, you have to write it like this. X plus 3y times x plus 3y. Okay, you have to write it that way. You have to write it twice. Okay, and now you have the x times the x and then times the plus 3y. So x times x is x squared. X times 3y is positive 3xy. Okay, now we'll take this guy, the positive 3y, we'll multiply it to this and to this. So positive 3y times x is plus, I like to do it in alphabetical order, so plus 3xy. Okay, so 3 times y times x is still the same as 3 times x times y. It's all the same. Okay, and then multiply this times that guy, so plus 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, y times y is y squared. And now if you look at the middle terms, those guys match. And we have x squared plus, well, we have 3 of them and we have 3 more of them, so altogether we have 6 of the xy's. Okay, and then plus 9y squared. All right, you do one really quick. Here, example. Try this. 2a minus b squared. Okay? All right, here's what I get. Start off with 2a minus b and write it down twice, 2a minus b. That's because it's squared. We do it twice, okay? We're multiplying it by itself. That's what it means to be squared. Okay? 2a times 2a is 4a squared. 2a times negative b is positive times a negative is a negative, so negative 2ab. Okay? Here we have a negative b and times a positive 2a, so negative times a positive is a negative, and it's a b times a 2 times an a, which is still 2 times a times b. Okay? Then negative b times negative b, two negatives. Negative times negative is a positive, so plus b times b is b squared. And here, look, we have these two matching terms, so we get 4a squared. We're missing 2 more, so altogether we're missing 4 of the ab's, and then plus b squared. All right, and I have 2 more examples for you. Example, we have, this is a special product because, you'll see why in a second, 2x plus 3y times 2x minus 3y. Notice they're exactly the same except one is a plus and one is a minus, okay? And here we go. 2x times 2x, that's 4x squared. 2x times negative 3y, well, 2 times negative 3 is negative 6, and the x times the y, so negative 6xy, okay? Now we'll do this. The positive 3y times the positive 2x, so positive 3 times positive 2 is plus 6, and it's a y times an x or an x times a y, it doesn't matter. Okay, and then we have a positive 3y times a negative 3y. So positive times negative is negative. Okay, 3 times 3 is 9. Y times y is y squared. And I don't know if anybody sees it. Does anybody see it? Yeah, take a look. The middle terms cancel. We have negative 6 of these and positive 6 of those, so they cancel out. And we're left with 4x squared minus 9y squared. Okay, I'll do one more of those. These are called difference of squares. Difference is subtraction, and these are perfect squares. 4 is a perfect square, 9 is a perfect square, x squared, y squared, they're all perfect squares. This is called a difference of squares. That's what you get when you have this special pattern. Okay, so we'll try this. 3a plus 8b times 3a minus 8b. Notice they're exactly the same except one's plus, one's minus. Okay, so here we go. 3a times 3a, 9a squared. 3a times negative 8b is negative 24ab. Okay, 8b times 3a is positive 24ab. And 8b times negative 8b, well, positive times negative is negative. 8 times 8, 64. B times b, b squared. Okay, the middle terms, take a look. One's negative, one's positive. They cancel every time. And we're left with 9 of the a squareds and subtracting 64 of the b squareds. All right, I hope that helped. I'll talk to you guys soon.